Hey guys, welcome to my first My Player save on FIFA 23. So I'll be starting as a young striker at Coventry City, my supported club, and we'll be looking to try and break into the first team in the first season at the CBS Arena. Don't quite know how it will work at championship level because obviously you start as like a 69, 70 rated player and we can improve quite quickly. So it'll just be whether we take it easy and get into the team, or we look for a loan move out maybe. But we'll see how we go. The transfer window, the initial one's disabled. So what we'll do is we'll see where we are in January. But yeah, really interested to see how this will work out. Not played My Player for a while. I think we played it briefly on FIFA 22, but it's been improved since then. So activities, we've got decisions that will be presented to us where we gain influence points and personality points. Activities such as shopping and investments, so as we get a bit more money we can make investments into esports and things like that, and buy things like trampolines to improve our jumping. And finally we get our personality points. So the first thing we're going to do will actually influence our personality. So our first greeting with our teammates is we either let everyone know we're ready and gain 20 Maverick points, which is quite bold. Motivate our teammates saying we can't wait to be part of the team and get 20 heartbeat points, whilst tell everyone how hard we're ready to work and get 20 virtuoso points. So the way it's been working, the stats that will be boosted by Maverick points are most important to me at the minute as a young striker, and it's quite fun to be a bullshy striker, so we'll go with that one. Here is all the shopping things we can buy, and as I said, the first thing you can buy is a trampoline, but we haven't got any money yet, but that'll improve our jumping, and it will also improve the XP we gain from training. So here we go, the manager rating. A bit like in career mode where you have a club chairman rating, we need to make sure we're in that top tier bit to get starting places. In the second bit along, we'll be on the bench, and at the bottom we'll be in trouble of being sold. So personality points next. We gain these by doing our training activities and the way we play during matches. There are 3 tiers. There's Maverick, Virtuoso and Heartbeat, as we commented on before, and each one of those comes with a attribute boost. So as we have only done one question so far, we are 100% Maverick, so we have +1 in all of the above. So we've got penalties, free kick accuracy, dribbling, ball control, acceleration, sprint speed and finishing. As you become a more well-rounded player, you'll unlock different ones of these at different levels. And as our personality points increase, we will get +3 and then on to +5. So it's a really interesting bit of building your character. On to training next. Train and grow. The more effort you put in on the training field, the better your improvements will be and the more the manager will like you. You can train up to 3 times a week, and the best grade you get for your drills is what will stick. So if we can get A's in the drills, then we will get higher scores. So for example, in Gate Rush, we get 400 XP if we get an A in this, 200 XP if we actually play it, and 500 XP for the first time we do it. As it's pre-season, we'll pick a couple of light ones, so we'll go with Gate Rush and probably Wall Breaker. Just get 500 XP for battering the targets if we can get an A grade, and that'll also get us 25 more points from Maverick. Some of them are a bit harder than others, so you get more XP for each one. And finally, we will probably go with passing for angle gates. A bit lower, so we only get 350 for an A in this one. And having played all 3 through, I got an A in each one. And that means that we get maximum effort. So we go up to level 2, and it gives us some more skill points to spend. The skill points, this is where we actually build the nuts and bolts of our character. So this is where we develop our player. We can get +1, +2, +3 in different stats, and we can really fine tune how we want our player to be. So it's broken down to physical, defending, dribbling, passing, shooting, pace and goalkeeping. So obviously we won't put anything into goalkeeping, being a striker. But what we will be looking at is physical for like strength and agility and things like that. And that's in dribbling. And we've got pace. So obviously we've got acceleration and sprint speed, which will be really important for us. Shooting is an obvious one. We want shooting power and shooting accuracy and heading accuracy. So we'll spend our initial skill points. We'll put something in pace. Then we'll put one in shooting. And eventually we'll look to add a few more into shooting. Obviously we've got passing, so we'll look at short passing. You get +3 on our short pass, that puts us up to 68. We've got dribbling and ball control and agility. And we'll probably put the last one in stamina, I think, to get us up to +3 in stamina. Or ball. Yeah, we've already got ball control, so put it in stamina. Be really interesting to see how we develop the player over time. And one thing I don't want is to peak too soon. So by unlocking all these skill points, I don't want to dump them in immediately, because I don't want our player to become too big for the club immediately. We're a young striker and we want to build our place in the team. So finally, we're on to perks now. So when you get perks, you can add these to your player. And what they do is they'll support you in the game. So you've probably seen these in career mode for traits and things like that. And you unlock them at each level. So one's at level 1. So we've unlocked 2 of them here. So we've got chase down, we're quicker to recover as a defender or a poacher. As a striker, poacher seems to make sense. Next one's at level 10. And then the following one's at level 20. More shopping stuff that we can't really afford yet, although we can now afford our first 2 purchases. So by buying the trampoline, we would get 50 heartbeat points, +1 to our jumping, and +5% to our training. So the next time we do a training event, we will get +5% to whatever we get in our XP category, which is great. We've also got a little bit of money left over. We can't afford any investments yet, but what we can do is go on the course of dance lessons. So this gives us 50 virtuoso points, +1 on our balance, and another 5% training boost. So these will obviously help us progress quicker. And we are ready to make our debut against Lugo in the friendly in the 65th minute. We're going to come on. We've got objectives that we need to achieve. So there'll be 3 objectives that the manager's asked of us. And if we hit all of them, we'll gain manager confidence. If we hit 2 of them, we'll be fine. If we miss a couple, then we'll lose his confidence and we'll drop back down to the bench. And what we're hoping for is to establish ourselves as a first team player. So here we go. First team debut coming on for Matty Godden. So match rating 7.5, 6.5. Score from distance is 1 goal and goal involvement 1. So 6.5 match rating we should be able to get, and whether we can get a goal or an assist, I don't think we'll do a long shot though. We're not quite there yet. So we start, the ball's played at the back, Simon Moore with the ball at his feet. And we're going to play out from the back into Fads, into O'Hare, into my feet. And believe it or not, I pressed through ball way before that was kicked, and Dabo was miles offside. It's funny though, Dabo's taken the spare number 7 shirt because I've taken the number 23. So it's interesting to see how that changes. So ball comes up to me, headed down to Gyökeres, who gives the ball away in a really bad position there, and Lugo are through on goal. Thankfully Fads gets a block and we can play out from the back with Rose, into Dabo, into O'Hare, into me, into Gyökeres. Can we get a return? And we're through on goal, but we're quite wide, so we'll try and play through ball, but it just didn't make it through. Really disappointed with that. Ball comes back to me again. We get a shot. Oh, it's blocked. It's good to see us involved early on though, and we're up to down to a 5.8 rating now on this highlight. So we get some good passing going, nice up bit of skill. Into Gyökeres around the corner to Dabo, and Dabo makes it 1-0. So not a direct goal contribution there from myself, but it's nice to be involved in the build-up play. Great little round the corner from Gyökeres, and Dabo fires it in. On to the next highlight now, we're defending the corner. You can see the red circle around the striker, that's who I should be marking. Can we get a break on here? I'm calling for the ball, I'm taking it wider. Haven't really got a lot on here, so we need Hamer to make a run. And we slot him through. He plays it into Gyökeres, back to Hamer, and Hamer makes it 2. Again, we're involved in the attacking play, but we don't get the assist because we're the pass before the assist. Very tight on the offside there as well. That's 2-0. Next highlight now, win the header in midfield, which is great. Now we need to get away from them. Gyökeres is on the ball. Can we call for the pass? Hamer's through. Shoot. Oh, why did you pass there? Once again, we nearly got the pass before the goal. In dying minutes of the game now, drifted wide to try and find some space. Hamer gets the ball into Gyökeres, into her hair. I'm calling for it here. Gyökeres to me. Over the top to Dabo, I'll have it back. And then it's Gyökeres in the middle. Surely this is our assist, and yes it is. 3-0, we get our assist in the last minute of the game. Finally got the telling one. And we win the game 3-0 against Lugo in my senior debut. Nice bit of football here. Couple of give and goes, and Gyökeres just found himself in oceans of space in there and slots in to make it 3.
Well, the main thing is he's got his senior debut under his belt. Interested to know what you made of his performance.
Yeah, I thought he did pretty well, to be honest. It's very easy to let the nerves get the better of you, but he looked very assured out there.
Really nice to see the quality of the kits in FIFA still so good. I love our kits this year. It's been really good. So we got a 7.1 match rating. We played 35 minutes. We got an assist. We had that long range shot, but no shots on target and obviously no goals. Not a bad debut. Really pleased with that. And we've got a couple more friendlies before we face Birmingham away from home in our first league game. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and thanks, and we'll see you next time.